Jim. Thank you. Well, so tell us, Jim, have you ever originated a song on Broadway?
Well, here's the story. I was doing a show called Something's Afoot. And do you remember Something's Afoot? You're the one, I guess. We were trying it out in Atlanta, going to Goodspeed, Washington, and then New York. And the authors came up to me and said, "We've written a song for you." I said, "My God, the authors have written a song for me. How beautiful." What's it called? It's called "I've Got a Teeny Little Dinghy." Charles asked me if I would do it tonight. And I said, if it ended the war in Ukraine, I would not do it. But one of the other godfathers I had was a man that we talked about tonight who was in So Long 174th Street, which was George S. Irving. And he introduced this song, which you have asked me to do, that I have said yes. We're back in the home of David Kolowitz, and he is imagining what his life would be like as the world's most famous actor in the 30s. He'd bed every famous star in Hollywood. He'd have a butler. He'd live in a big mansion. Excuse me a moment, please. Hello? Yes, this is the home of David Kolowitz, the most famous actor that ever lived. No, this is Marlowe the butler speaking. Who's calling, please? Oh, Miss Garbo. Miss Garbo, no, I'm sorry. Mr. Kolowitz, he can't come to the phone just now. Pardon? What? Well, of course I can tell you, why not? He's screwing Dolores Del Rio. That's why he cannot speak to you. He's screwing Dolores Del Rio and may not be disturbed till he's through. No, he can't call you back at 5:30. At 5:30, he humps Alice Faye. Then Jean Harlow at 7, Mae West at 11, and somewhere between them, Fay Ray. No, tomorrow, I fear, is no better. He'll be banging Jean Arthur at 10. Carol Lombard at 1, Myrna Loy, Irene Dunn, half an hour for dinner, and then he's booked solid till midnight, at which time it's Dolores Del Rio again. Yes, I could set you up an appointment, but the waiting list's endless, I fear. Ruby Killer's been waiting 6 months now. Betty Davis, over a year. No, next Friday is out of the question. Cancellations, they're simply unknown. There's Miss Dietrich, and then it is time for Miss Bennett. No Constance, on Tuesday it's Joan. And no, next Wednesday you haven't a hope, miss. He stoops Sylvia Sidney at 4. Then May Murray, May Clark, and after it's dark, with L'amour and Lamar, it's amore. Then, as usual, just as a nightcap, it's Dolores Del Rio encore. Well, I might have an opening next April. If you promise you won't take too long, you'll go right after Madeline Carroll. Oh, and just before Anna May Wong. Oh, wait, that isn't any good either. No, I'd forgotten these penciled-in dates. There's Joan Crawford, and then he must meet Sonia Haney. They're going to try it on skates. Please, there's no use you're weeping, Miss Garbo. And there's no use you're taking that tone. You can rave, you can rant. Mr. Kollowitz can't, simply can't come and talk on the phone. He's screwing Dolores Del Rio. And he wants to be, well, you know, alone. Well,
Jim Brochu, everyone.